Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Smithing Master video. Today I'm going over the don'ts of being a beginner in the game, what not to do, and really what you should be doing instead. This will not only be for beginners, but in the latter half of the video I also have a couple of things for intermediate players. This is going to be for a little bit higher levels, maybe level 120 to 130. But we're going to start off with the beginner stuff. So first thing I see some beginners do is using diamonds for things like spirit pet eggs or items in the shop here. You want to be using diamonds on wings to start, and then after that you can start using them on skins here. And then once all that's done, a good idea would be to buy maybe 2 more of the artifact slots so that you can have 5 in total and fill up your treasure house. And and then you can spend it on things like these green pet eggs, Stormlight Plume in the shop maybe once you're a little bit further into the game. But yeah, just try and have efficient use of your diamonds early game. Wings and skins are kind of your main priority at the start. Another thing that I see beginners do a lot is if they have, let's say their main pet is an epic and they roll another epic, is they'll merge them and go for a legendary. Now, when you do this, you have actually a very high chance of just getting a slime, and slimes are basically useless in battle. It's just not worth the risk. You're better off just using one of these epic pets and then going for a merge once you get a third one. Using slimes in battle is just not worth it at all. So yeah, don't take the risk, not worth it. That's pretty common. Now when you're very first starting the game, level 0 right off the bat, you definitely do not want to be upgrading your wings. You want to be putting all of your coins that you get from forging into your forge to get this upgraded. Once you hit around forge level 10, you should have a surplus of coins and you can start putting them into your wings. But the most important thing early game is just getting your forge upgraded as quickly as possible. You do want to grind that out. Another thing that I see sometimes, and I actually see people attacking me in arena, so we'll use this guy as an example. He's a level 35 and I'm a level 68. Don't attack players that are a higher level than you. Don't attack players that you know you're going to lose against. As a level 68, I'm going to be looking for these lower level players like level 56, level 58. I'm not going to be attacking these level 70 players because I'm most likely just going to lose. And there's not really any point in losing elo for that reason. So just make sure you're attacking somebody that you are very confident you can beat. Okay, another thing to talk about would be your guild. You want to be doing all of your guild activities. So when these events are up, like Guild League and Guild Melee, make sure to do all of the challenges, do all of your attacks in melee. It doesn't just help your guild, it gives you a lot of resources that you can use right here in the guild store. And for the guild store, you want to save up all of these guild medals, because once you get into the late game, you're going to be needing this purifying stardust, and it costs 20,000 guild medals. And that's pretty expensive, but you're definitely going to want it for the late game. So save all of them up, don't spend these. And it's probably a good idea to save your melee medals as well. If you grind enough early on, you can buy some extraordinary orbs with it. That's a great use for them. But otherwise, definitely just save them all up. Cool. Another thing that I see some beginners do, and you'll see I did do this on this account, is focusing one piece of gear when you are enhancing. You're going to want to level up all of your equipment equally. You're getting base stats early game, that's your grind, that's your focus. And You don't need to worry about getting this to +5 like I did for lifesteal, because believe it or not, I'm doing lifesteal on this account. But yeah, just upgrade all of your gear equally. Once you get to the point where you start actually creating your build, then that's when you can start focusing one piece of equipment. So if you're going CMB, maybe around level 120 when you start making your build, then you can start focusing one piece. You'll see here, enhance +5 increases your CMB on your weapon. So yeah, base stats are important. You're going to have a higher percentage chance of success. So you'll see to get from level 2 to level 3, it's 70%. And to get from level 1 to level 2 is 80%. So upgrade everything to level 2, then everything to level 3, etc. Now, once you unlock your trophy hunt or treasure, you're going to need to expand your gem collection to level 3 before you can start using the orb temple. Once you do unlock the orb temple, then you're going to want to use all of your trophy hunt medals to upgrade your orbs. Don't worry about your gem collection early on. You're going to gain a lot of stats from your orb temple, a lot of base stats, and that should be your primary focus. And then once you get everything maxed out, you can start putting the rest of your medals into expanding your gem collection. Great, so that's about everything I have for beginners. Just a couple of small things for more intermediate players. So this is going to be around level 130, maybe even level 140. I've made this mistake before. When you unlock Zodiac cards and you're ready to purify an artifact, you need to make sure to upgrade your second artifact. It's very important. You want to increase the stat before you purify, or else you're going to be purifying with, a 5% stat. And that's a waste of 20,000 guild medals. So make sure your food artifact is upgraded to max level. Another thing would be using materials such as your void pupils, your origin stones, using those outside of the Master Championship. I can't show you, I don't have it unlocked yet, but once you reach that level 120, 130 mark, you want to start saving up all of this material. You want to start saving up your pet shards. It is okay to use your white eggs. That's actually recommended to use all of these up, even as late game players. But void pupils, secret stones, and your demon cores in the orb temple, and also enhancing equipment. You want to save all of that up, and you want to go for the maximum amount of points in the Master Championship that you possibly can. And then another thing, this actually applies to beginners and intermediate players alike, is setting your filter too high. So we'll see here, I have a 0.02% chance of getting Supreme gear. I do not want to be setting my filter to Supreme. It's just a waste. I'm going to be missing out on extraordinary gear. I'm going to be missing out on mythical gear. Mythical gear can have better stats than what I currently have now. And just because your filter is set to mythical does not mean that you're going to miss out on extraordinary and supreme. To be honest, you could even set your filter down to one rarity below what you have, just to be safe. Sometimes maybe I'll get a piece of legendary gear that has better stats than my mythical. You never know. Alright, that's just about going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you learned something and it was informational. If you have any more advice for beginners, or if you have any questions as a beginner or even an intermediate player, I'm more than happy to answer all questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you next time.